Ну что ж, всем привет, так мы продолжаем.
What a surprise. Not everyone in the city would return a wallet.
I'd be letting my father down if I didn't, sir.
Your father must be proud of you.
Ну-ка посмотрим, где тут нарушения. Вот они. Здесь ничего.
The most important thing is to find balance. Harmony. Sure, you can work your ass off every day, but...
You want to sit on your ass while you're on the job? Fine. But for God's sake, just shut up.
$116, $117, $118. Huh? Have I counted 118 yet? Oh, man. I need to count how many people we must pay to clock, and because of you, I have to start over.
They say we're in a record-breaking recession, but people are throwing away things that still work. Oh, this underwear looks almost new.
Да вот ищу правонарушения, если, конечно, они есть. Есть-то они есть, но найти не могу. Вот он.
Drinking in a public place is against the law.
I'm not drinking. I'm drunk already. And I am home.
I will not issue a ticket. However, I recommend enrolling in the homeless help program.
I'm not homeless, so get out of my house.
They'll figure it out, I'm telling you.
Connect the parts, plug in the wires, then get the money and run. Everything will be fine. Trust me.
Okay. But it's the last time I lie about knowing how to do the job.
Ну-ка посмотрим, тут что. Кстати, а вот тут я не был. Нарушение. Ничего нет.
Even though we would like to prevent them, medical errors happen. According to one study, they are the #1 killer among all demographics, and that is unacceptable.
Да, вот тут есть эти подгрузки.
You don't have to be scared anymore because now there is something you can do. Donate money to the Institute of an Unexpected Miracle and don't worry about medical errors. Each dollar you spend will make you feel more secure and happy. Half the battle. I paid $10 and now
Ну-ка там что-нибудь есть? Или нет? Но никак найти не могу. А здесь что? Здесь я был. Но где же... Ну, допустим. Нет, это нельзя отследить.
I know what we can do to make tonight more exciting.
Grandma, you know what the doctor said about alcohol.
I've got a better idea. We can bet on who will win the election.
Так, а вы что тут делаете? Ничего особенного. Опять я здесь.
Hey, Robo, could you help us? We're in quite a pickle. We have here a dead campaign manager from Mills's office.
This case is urgent, but we can't get inside the vehicle to examine the corpse.
For some reason, the car is electrified. Now that everyone's on strike, there's no one to take care of it, and I don't want to end up like a well-done steak.
I am glad to be of help.
And if you can look around for clues afterwards, you never can tell with the electricity.
Bulbs are burnt out. Something must have caused a short circuit.
Так, а это что-то новое.
I assume a failure of the Magnavolt system. I will look into it.
If it wasn't for that, we'd have probably...
Magnavolt is deactivated. It is now safe to investigate the car.
Great. But if you could take a look inside, just in case.
Gladly. There is an earring on the front seat.
Could be helpful if we find out who it belongs to.
The deceased is holding the phone. The last number dialed is described as the office.
Was he calling his own office during the murder?
The victim was strangled. The rope was tied with a sailor's knot.
Not everyone can tie something like that.
The phone, the earring, and a sailor's knot. That's something to go on.
And the place itself is interesting. Less than 100 yards from the victim's office. I wonder why he stopped here.
I will go to the office to see if the victim left a message.
It's near the cinema on the 3rd floor. We need to finish here before we can join you.
Were there any witnesses?
There's that homeless guy across the street. He warned us about the current. He probably tried to steal something from the car. But it's hard to get anything out of him. His hand is fried, but he says he doesn't want an ambulance. Says he can't afford it.
Why would OCP get involved in this case?
Not following politics, huh? The guy was Mills' campaign manager. OCP will do anything to get Mills elected.
Yeah, if everyone hadn't been on strike, they would have brought the whole station down here.
Why did you not join the strike?
I owe Reed a favor.
And you're too close to retirement to risk it.
But there's nothing keeping you here, Officer O'Neill, apart from making my life less bearable.
Well, somebody's gotta watch your clumsy ass.
I will let you know if I find anything in that office.
We'll meet you there, and maybe we'll grab a burger on the way.
Not on my watch.
Так, идем туда. Но никак пока я не могу найти это нарушение. Сейчас зайдем. Ну-ка я тут обыщу. Может быть, что-то пропустил.
I don't get why Robocop supports Kuzak. I hear he's gonna turn Robo off when he wins.
Нет, здесь ничего нет. Ну-ка тут.
I didn't know you were involved in politics.
I don't give a shit about elections, but they give free food for handing out flyers.
You disappointed me, Robo. The police should not get involved in politics.
Да, где-то он прав. Здесь я был. Нет, здесь ничего нет. Никаких правонарушений. Но никак я найти не могу эту последнюю зацепку. Они не отмечены на карте. Конечно, это трудно сделать. Ну-ка. Тут что? Да тут ничего. А ты что скажешь? Ничего не скажешь. Ладно.
The long-awaited execution of the war criminal Ernesto de la Diego ended in failure when his military supporters, Red Rat, staged a bloody protest. Ernesto was acquitted to prevent further bloodshed.
Ugh, come on, please. Damn lock. May I help you, officer?
I want to speak with someone from Simon Page's office.
Then you're in the right place. Agatha Crane, Simon's assistant. But I'm afraid we have to wait for Mr. Page if we want to go in.
Why?
A keycard issue. I have to recode them every week because Mr. Page has a thing about security. But sometimes newly encoded cards don't work. I call them unpredictable little things. They can ruin even the best schedule.
Mr. Page was murdered last night.
What? Oh God. That makes my schedule irrelevant.
Were you or anyone else in the office yesterday after Mr. Page left?
No. Mr. Page always stays late, and just the two of us work here.
Allow me to check the phones. Mr. Page called the office during his murder.
Of course. But first we need to get inside. Maybe you could help with the door.
Ну, естественно.
Follow me.
All calls go through my phone. It's on the desk on the right.
А, там можно было и по-другому открыть. Ну ладно. Не увидел.
Things to throw away. I regularly clean my workspace. I don't like to be distracted by anything.
Сначала я все обыщу.
You have no new messages.
The phone on Mr. Page's desk is connected to his answering machine. It's the only one in this office.
Maybe he did not get a chance to record his message. Organ selling and other ideas for making money?
The books were bought for show. Visitors don't look too closely, and making an impression is all that matters.
Did Mr. Page like to sail?
It was one of his hobbies. I don't know who he sailed with, though. He kept me out of his private life. Mr. Page's computer. I don't have access to it.
Так, ну-ка, ну-ка. Пароль. Так, кажется, я что-то нашел, но... Почему он не может сканировать? А, наконец-то.
Receipts for gifts that Mr. Page gave during business meetings.
Вот он.
Mr. Page's private schedule. Some of his meetings were so secret that he arranged them for himself. I didn't even know about them. Did you find any leads? You know, perhaps you should check out Mayor Kuzak's team, as the death of Mr. Page plays into their hands.
According to his schedule, Mr. Page often met with a person marked as G. In fact, they met yesterday.
Oh, God. Could he be the murderer?
Do you know who that might be?
As I said, Mr. Page had a thing about secrecy. I wasn't allowed to view his private schedule, so I don't know all the people listed there.
What about his receipts? There was one for earrings. Who were they for?
For Gloria. Oh, God. G.
Gloria who?
Gloria Lindbergh, from Kuzak's campaign office. Mr. Page wanted her to change sides.
Do you know where she lives?
It's just a short walk from here. An apartment opposite the basketball court. I don't know the exact address.
What'd you find out?
We have a suspect. I am on my way to question her. In the office, there is an assistant of the deceased.
I'll keep an eye on this place till you get back. Kurtz will be here in a minute. He just went to get us a couple burgers.
Так, ну-ка посмотрим, что там. Нет, тут ничего нет. Хотя на каждом шагу есть наркотики. Куда ни зайди. Так, а здесь что? Ух ты!
Are you Gloria Lindbergh from Mayor Cusack's office?
So OCP is using less and less subtle methods to intimidate us. What do you want?
I am here to ask questions about Simon Page.
He's my political opponent. I have nothing more to say about him.
Mr. Page was murdered last night.
Oh. Too bad for him. I kind of liked him. So why are you here?
We have reason to believe that you are involved.
On what basis?
Ну, не знаю.
Evidence suggests that you had a relationship with him.
Evidence fabricated by OCP?
Did you or did you not meet yesterday?
I was supposed to, for business. But Simon called my office and canceled the meeting.
The investigation demands that I search your apartment.
If OCP wants to frame me, you probably won't back off anyway, so come on in.
Надо было выбрать что-то другое. Но откуда я знал?
I was wondered if there was a man hiding under that shiny armor. I have a second glass if you want to loosen up.
Is this a gift from Mr. Page?
He gave them to me when we met. He was probably trying to buy his way into my favor. I lost the second one. I have a prescription for them. I can't fall asleep when I'm alone in bed. I lead a busy social life. It's not a crime, is it, officer? I have various hobbies. Sailing is one of the more innocent ones. Do you like it, officer? Such strong hands can probably tie strong knots. So, am I under arrest? Maybe you want to cuff me?
Negative. First, I would need to charge you. According to Mr. Page's schedule, you met often. Too often for business meetings.
That doesn't make me a murderer. Simon contacted me a month ago. He wanted me to join Mills's campaign office. We slept together a couple of times, and there was something electrifying about it. Secrecy, his connections with OCP, the consequences if we were found out. And we were. His assistant figured it out. She must have reported us, and OCP killed him. They were afraid he might give me Mills's campaign details.
You claimed that Agatha Crane knew about your affair.
Not only knew, but she blackmailed Simon. She's ambitious. She wanted to get a promotion out of it, but Simon fired her.
When was Agatha fired?
Maybe a week ago? You should talk to her, not me.
I intend to do that. Please stay at our disposal.
Missing you already.
Так, идем опять туда.
is the victim's assistant still with you?
O'Neill here. We have a problem locating her, but I can assure you she didn't leave the office. You'll see what I mean when you get here.
On my way. Keep Ms. Crane there and be careful. She is our prime suspect.
Understood.
Ну что ж, идем туда.
Where is Agatha?
A very good question.
When you left, I came inside to take her statement, but there was no one here. Kurt showed up soon after.
We've been looking for the lady ever since, but she's vanished into thin air. She couldn't have left the office without us seeing her, though.
We must find her. New evidence suggests that she is the murderer.
Once again, let's just check every corner. She couldn't just disappear.
How do we know that the missing lady is the one who did this?
She had a motive. She threatened to reveal Page's affair to get a promotion. He fired her instead.
Ну вот, опять придется искать. Ну, вот.
A secret button hidden in the desk. This is getting more interesting.
As long as it's not red, I think we can push it.
The case of the mysterious disappearance solved. Now all we have to do is open that door.
It looks like she used a computer. Maybe we can find something there.
Ой-ой.
A message here says there is a panic room in this office. There is also an access code.
Panic room, Magnavolt. This Page guy didn't like to let anyone in.
At least the hide-and-seek game is over.
Девяносто пять 84. Посмотрим.
Open sesame.
А,
Ah, sure. Keep reminding me of the delicious sesame sprinkles.
Вот она. Иди сюда. И куда мы собрались?
Agatha Crane, you are under arrest for the murder of Simon Page.
It was just removing an obstacle.
You have the right to remain silent.
I had the right to do it. He didn't even realize that by blackmailing him, I proved that I'll do anything for the job. What else would you want from a political strategist?
You have the right to an attorney.
This is my attorney. I wasn't born to end up in jail. I was born for great things, and only I decide my fate.
If you do not talk about it yourself, no one will understand your effort.
There is a lot to tell. Everyone should know how much it took for me to get to where I am. I have to overcome obstacles. Your sole goal is to move forward too, so you understand.
Okay, lady, show's over. You're coming with us. I hope they throw away the key. Because of your cold-blooded murder, I'll have to reheat my burgers.
Ну вот с этим покончено. Но я никак не могу найти это нарушение. Вот последнюю ниточку. Тут я уже был. Но вот где?
I didn't know you were involved in politics.
I don't give a shit about elections. But they give free food for handing out flyers.
Так, ладно, хватит. Даже не знаю, где... Тут ничего нет такого. Нету. Нет, ребята, тут делать нечего. Вот оно что. Вот, наконец-то. Ну, наконец-то.
Hey, Murphy. We've been analyzing the files that you sent us. And it turns out that the data from your evaluations have been used to prepare an afterlife presentation. And get this, it's taking place right now. To put a cherry on top, the old man is in attendance. Just find where the afterlife presentation is taking place, and you'll catch the old man red-handed.
That is how I prefer to catch criminals.
Так, вот это